Yo, what's going on, guys? It's Houston Sports Top back into the video today, and today the Atlanta Falcons are trading for wide receiver Van Jefferson of the Los Angeles Rams, former 2020 second-round pick, who in the first 4 games with the Los Angeles Rams, or 5 games, my bad, has 8 receptions for 110 receiving yards with a longest catch of 46 yards, 4 catches for first downs, and is averaging 14 receiving yards. Also has 4 yards, also had a 4-yard rush as well. So has a total of 114 yards and 8 receptions in 1 carry, and has a total of 4 first downs for a long reception of 46 yards. This is a great trade for the Atlanta Falcons. Van Jefferson is an expiring deal, and the Rams, they were just, they wanted to believe in him. They thought that this was probably his year to step up as the wide receiver 2 or the wide receiver 3. But the emergence of Puka Nacua has been outstanding. And not only has Puka Nacua been outstanding for this Los Angeles Rams team, but another guy, and Tutu Atwell, who the Rams has been outstanding at the wide receiver position. And now with Cooper Kupp back, and them having Cooper Kupp and Puka Nacua and Tutu Atwell, there's really no place for Van Jefferson anymore on this team. And the Falcons need a wide receiver bad, and they just got one who has 110 receiving yards in the first 5 games, and has been at times the wide receiver 3, and at times the wide receiver 4 on this Rams team, which is stacked at the wide receiver position at Cooper Kupp, Tutu Atwell, Puka Nacua, and their wide receiver. They're out of everybody in the NFL. I mean, I think if you subtract the Patriots and the Chiefs, they have the least talented wide receiver group in the NFL. I see Drake London's a great wide receiver. I love him. He had a great week this week against the Texans. But look at the other guys on the roster at the wide receiver position. Matt Collins, he's having an okay year. He has like a little bit over 100 receiving yards. But besides that, they have no really other talent at the wide receiver. Frank Darby, they have the Hodge as well. But I'm gonna bring up a stat that I looked at that is very interesting. So in the first 5 games of the season, the Atlanta Falcons wide receiver group, you look at everybody on their roster that's a wide receiver. In the first 5 games, they have 448 total receiving yards. And if you take away Drake London and Mac Hollins' wide receiving yards, that is 347. So besides the top 2 wide receivers on the team in Drake London and Mac Hollins, besides Mac Hollins and Drake London, the rest of the team only has 101 receiving yards at the wide receiver position. I know this is a first-run offense with Bijan Robinson and Tyler Algier, but I just feel like they're really not talented at the wide receiver position, even at Mac Hollins as the wide receiver too. So to add in a guy like Van Jefferson, who's going to come in and be that wide receiver 2 or that wide receiver 3, and especially look at the way Desmond Ridder looked against the Houston Texans week 5. He was going crazy. He threw for 330 passing yards and I believe 2 passing touchdowns, and looked amazing for the Atlanta Falcons. This is another weapon for him. He has talent at the tight end position with Jonnu Smith and Kyle Pitts. He has talent at the running back position in Bijan Robinson and Tyler Algier. He has talent at the offensive line. So help him at the wide receiver position. Yes, Desmond Ridder has Drake London and Mac Hollins, but I believe that Van Jefferson will be a great addition for the Atlanta Falcons. As of for Van Jefferson, this is a good trade. As of for the Los Angeles Rams, this is a good trade for the Los Angeles Rams, in my opinion. Look at what the Rams are doing in this trade. They are getting rid of Van Jefferson. They're getting rid of his contract, a guy they were going to lose in free agency, because we all know that Van Jefferson would have not returned to the Rams in free agency, knowing that they had Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, and Tutu Atwell, and Tyler Higbee as another option. Stafford has 4 better options, and Kyren Williams at running back. He is the 6th option on offense on that team. So Matthew Stafford Van Jefferson damn well knew that there was no place for him on this team, and he was not going to re-sign with them in free agency. He was going to go elsewhere where he could get more playing time and more targets. They traded him and the 7th. They traded him and a 7th-round pick and got back a 6th-round pick. So they get to jump up a little bit in the draft. They get to jump up around in the draft and get rid of Van and move on with their current wide receiver trio of Cooper Kupp, Puka Nacua, and Tutu Atwell, and Tyler Higbee at the tight end. Those are Stafford's 4 main guys that he likes to throw the ball to. So I think this is a good trade for both teams. The big winner in this trade, I believe it is the Atlanta Falcons. I think the Atlanta Falcons are a very underrated team. And right now I think the Bucs are the favorites to win the division, but it wouldn't surprise me if the Falcons did it. They're a sneaky good team. You guys remember your thoughts on the trade? That's the video. Hope you guys enjoyed, and peace out.